And we are live. Let's get this right from the gate. Shout out to my new subscribers, my old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. Whether for you guys, none of this would be possible. Shout out to my replay gang. Shout out to my overseas gang. And shout out to my unsubscribed gang. If you're unsubscribed, take a moment. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and do it. And you know you want to. Stop playing around and do it. Do it. Oh, I got my shades on. I'll take them off for a minute. I don't want to be confused as a narc because of my shades. Goofy goofball Cooper. Narcs wear shades. Yeah, maybe in 2022. They don't do it anymore, I can guarantee you that. All right, you subscribed? All right, shout out to my members. I'm working on that, guys. Look, you know, there's a lot going on. I can guarantee you by the end of the weekend, there's gonna be more videos on the members only area than you can handle, all right? That being said, you know what I'm saying? I don't wanna hold you guys too long on this one, you know what I'm saying? So, rock with your boy, the Lone Wolf. Let's talk about it. Look, y'all, right now, I'm just looking on YouTube and TikTok, and shit ain't looking too good, y'all. It's not looking too good for the home team, not at all. It's looking like a lot of dating is, you know, you're being taught how to trick somebody into being with you by some people, obviously, that don't know how to, you know, date or get along with people. Listen, I'm gonna harp on this a lot because I'm dating. And this way, the women out there that are interested in me can look up some information and see where my head is at right now, because we all know women love to look up information, collect information, but we want them to actually apply the information they're collecting. All this dating advice. I was on YouTube earlier, and I'm getting some new channels being recommended to me because I'm leaning more into the spirituality side of things and not so much just into narcissism. It's all connected, but I'm leaning more, it's really spiritual overall. That's what it really is. When these narc channels that are kind of like slowly tapping into it, you know what I mean? That's just like a light surface thing. This is spiritual, man. These are old spirits from way back in the day. So if you're not tapped into the spiritual side of things, you're really not deep diving. And you know, I'm a connoisseur of whatever I'm interested in, whatever job I do, whatever business I'm in, I deep dive into it. I have to know everything about it, okay? So now that I'm in this right now, and I can see there's a spiritual side and to the narcissism, I'm noticing that there's a lot of channels out there that are just making money, man. Just giving their opinions, and just because they're putting these opinions out online, it doesn't mean they really believe in them. But if they do, it's looking bad out here, y'all. I might be single way longer than I expected. It's looking bad. Like, these channels are being recommended. I'm deep into spirituality now, and I'm seeing some of these channels, and you know, the readings they do are okay, but the advice they be giving on their other videos is off. But some of these people are single, but that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at and again, I know I'm probably gonna have to meet somebody out and about, but that don't mean I won't run into somebody on social media. I'm moving to Atlanta, so it's gonna be crazy out there. But I'm gonna be out there looking for like a small town girl type, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a small town boy. I'm looking for a small town girl type. I'm not really like I don't know, I guess I'm not really like a city chick type. Somebody need to be out all the time, be seen, always gotta say something, always gotta, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really into that, right? Because when I'm out and about, I'm not always the one talking. I'm always the one trying to be the center of attention. You know, I'm not a city life type of person, so, you know, I need somebody a little bit more reserved, trying to build, you know, someone that doesn't chase clout, someone that doesn't feed off clout. And I'm noticing that's going to be kind of hard to find online, because I'm just seeing, not all of them, there's a lot of people I look at that are pretty good, but these are married people and stuff like that. I'm talking about like these single ones. They're weird. I mean, just from what I'm seeing, it just, you know, and ladies, if the guys are doing it, you know, let it apply. But from what I'm seeing, it seems like the ladies are just kind of, they're lost. And, you know, I don't know how they're acting in real life, but online it just seems like they're kind of catering to their subscribers, you know? So I can't get a real bead on them, you know? I can't. They're just really fake. So I can't really tell if they're just, kissing their subscribers' butts or trying to adjust to the new trend that's going on right now, which is me and my talking points. So a lot of that's going on too. They're adjusting to the new trend of talking, which is my way of talking, perspective, intuition, and all that kind of stuff, and they're trying to adapt while still trying to maintain this, what do y'all call it? Like sisterhood thing? So they're trying to maintain the sisterhood thing while talking about they're trying to adapt and use, intuition and their perspective being different when it comes to dating. But you can't date somebody in a group. You can't date men as a group. So I don't have any friends, right? But my perspective is you can't be dating like while trying to maintain some group mentality of a sisterhood or whatever. You can't even trust those women around your men. So why are you trying to get online and make it seem like you're going to try to hold some type of loyalty to them? They're not loyal to you, and you know it. Most women don't let their friends know about their man. Not all, obviously. My ex did. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't got no sense. But, most women with sense don't let their friends know about their man. They will sabotage your relationship, and y'all know it. If they don't have a man on your level, and even if they did, a woman will sabotage your relationship just because. I'm not saying that dudes don't. I don't have any dude friends, so I wouldn't. And, dudes are not going to go out of their way to sabotage your relationship the same way a woman would anyway. A dude would claim to be your friend and, try to sleep with your girl. But if your girl ain't putting it out there like that, he can't do nothing. He can't do nothing. So he can want to all he wants to. It ain't going to make no... But if your girl is loose like that and she don't really care and she needs attention and she lets him do something, then you got a problem with your girl. I mean, your friend need to go anyway. You don't need a friend anyway, because I'm telling you, most of all your friends, if given the opportunity, would sleep with your girl. I'm like one of a few guys that I know that wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing. I don't really know if it's something to brag about or not, but I just can't do that. First of all, I ain't going behind my nasty ass friends and family members, man. What is that even about? That's weird. You know what I'm saying? But like right now in dating, man, it's just like a kind of it's kind of sad, man. I'm not in a hurry to date or anything. I'm going to just get to Georgia, start going out to grocery stores. I'm going to start doing that up here too. I'm getting my kid into sports. There'll be moms and stuff out there. They have their kids in sporting events. And even if they're not moms, sometimes they're like, sisters. And I need to go to different places, go hiking, hit trails, not just the gym. So I'm not meeting gym chicks that are just in there to meet guys that, I'm trying to find women that are actually doing things with their life and not trying to look up the cheat codes to dating. Like, that's what I want, because all this dating advice nowadays, it's just narcissism and cheat codes to dating. Because, what do you need to know? Any advice on, I was on a channel earlier and these chicks were just asking this woman, I got this guy and he's doing this, and she's just giving common sense advice. What's going on, my man? You know what I'm saying? She was giving common sense advice, and I'm just sitting there like this, like, and they're over here like eating it up, like she's like giving out the gospel, and I'm just, I hope they're just playing around with her, and she's just saying like, well, I think you should do this, and I think you should do this. Man, I'm trying to get us out of that situation where we have somebody else thinking for us. I'm trying to, you guys, well, at least my community, we think for ourselves over here. You don't need me on here to tell you how to think, because that puts all the power in me, and you're supposed to be putting the power in God. And also, like, I was listening to her, and again, the stuff I talk about, it gets kind of like disseminated on the on YouTube, and these people be watching me, and they don't know that I can tell they watch me. You know what I'm saying? And there's ones that watch me and do good with my information and do good by it and create art. And then there's some that just watch me create counter arguments with their weak platforms, right? And it's just, I look at them and I just see someone sad. I don't really call them out or nothing like that, but the counter arguments are stupid. Okay, so for example, I watch a video, and if a lady's talking about, yeah, I heard somewhere in an article, you didn't hear no article, you heard from me. But that's okay. I'm the popping thing on the internet right now, and why give me any, acknowledgement at 2,500 subscribers? But here's my whole deal. I'm different than most. Keep that same energy whenever I got 50 to 100. That's why I'm keeping note of whoever's watching my stuff and not saying nothing. Whenever I get big, keep that same energy. I'm gonna have you on a list, and if you're one of those goofballs, I'm not gonna tell you about yourself. I'm just gonna look at you like, I'm gonna walk off. I don't do fake stuff. So anybody that's been down with me from day one, I will recognize y'all no matter how big I get or how much money I get. Clout and fame don't mean nothing to me. But for all you goofies out there that are holding off on reaching out, don't reach out at all, ever. Ever. I don't need you then, I don't need you now. And if you have not made contact with me, as much as I'm spreading around the internet, knowing you're watching me, don't you try to reach out to me later. I'm gonna catch you cornballs. I'm catching you right now watching me. Not saying nothing, but anyway, this cornball goes, yeah, I heard somewhere that it's great to be single and, you know, just being with God and letting God, you know, just being with God, have a relationship with God, and that's good enough. And, you know, but my thoughts are, first of all, why start it off with that? Just give your thoughts. You don't need to go ahead and frame it that kind of way where you're giving some counter argument that if it don't apply to you and no one brought it up, why bring it up? It's cool, whatever. And the statement she made was, yeah, I believe that, but, you know, when there's a but, there's always some BS coming next. But we're here to be together. Listen, man, this is how I look at stuff like that when women start talking like that. A lot of times they're making these videos for women, and they're always kind of pushing women to get with somebody. Oh, just get with somebody. No. Right? If you're good with just being single and being with God, we're all human beings and we understand that the ultimate purpose is to be with someone else. But having someone tell you that, yeah, it's great to be with God, but we're here to be with other people and we should be building relationships. Don't let someone tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing. Again, that sounds like an agenda. All right? Listening to her a little bit longer, come to find out she's single, been single for about a year, blah, 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 blah. And she's adjusting her argument with whatever people are saying in the comments as the video goes. And it's just a bunch of fake stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? It's fake. What are you worried about anybody that's being single and being good with being God? Being good with being with God? Like, what? That has nothing to do with you. Those people that are good with just being with God and being single, it doesn't apply to you. So to try to, you know, bring that into the conversation was stupid to begin with. Okay, so you believe that people need to be out here and be with each other. That's fine. Then go find you somebody that believes the same thing. You really don't need to push that on people that aren't really all believing that same stuff. And I want to see the guys that these women end up with. There's a whole lot of what they say online, and I don't believe they're going to really hold true to that in real life. Because if you've been single for a very, very, very long time, and now you're talking about changing your ways or whatever, because you don't want to, you think you're supposed to be together with people. Of course you're supposed to be together with people, but heal as long as you need to, stay single as long as you need to, and do not start compromising with all this different dating advice, because that's what happens when you take advice from people that have had trauma in the past from previous people they've dated. They're going to end up giving you their trauma through some weird ass advice that they've used talking points to make it seem normal. And then you're going to take that trauma into your relationships. You don't need to listen to these goofball goobers. There is no trick to dating. If you can't get along with a guy, and it seems like, you know, because I'm hearing a whole lot of us women are, you know, so tapped in and, you know, we're mostly the, you know, and all this and all that. I believe that. But a lot of y'all ain't acting in that kind of doggone light. A lot of y'all want to believe that you acting in that kind of light and you and your divine feminine, but you're not. You know? I ain't got to call you out. The fact that you can't get a man's going to call you out. You know, if you can get some boys, you can get some males, but you won't get no real man. And that's going to be the thing, the difference, right? When I have a real woman and my talking points can be backed up with someone that agrees, and your talking points are just stuff that you agree with your homegirls and no real men agree with it, how are you going to get one? Are you thinking you're going to find one of me by tricking me into believing the BS talking points you're throwing in my face? I'm not going to fall for that crap, man. You're not going to tell me what I need to be doing, telling me what I need to take, or any of that stuff, right? No one wants to hear that stuff. If I triggered you from what I'm saying, we're not meant to be with each other. There's no need in you trying to trick me into thinking you're something different. Be who you are. If that's something we can't get along with each other, then keep it trucking. I'll keep it trucking. Or we can be friends, or it can be on some business type of relationship. But all this dating advice, that's just trickery into tricking somebody into thinking that you're something that you're not, So you can get into a relationship that doesn't work out, so you can complain about the guy at the end, like as if he did anything wrong. You got a bunch of dating advice tips online, applied it to your relationship as if you're those people and thought it would work out. Instead of finding a guy that you naturally click with, you're rushing the process, using this stupid ass cheat sheet to try to find some guy that the Mr. Right Now, not the Mr. Right, but the Mr. Right Now. And if he can check off some of those bullets, right, it'll justify the mistake you make. So that way when someone says, well, why did you get with them? Well, he checked off this, and this. Stop it. Stop it. Take your time. Let the right guy work his way to you. You know what I'm saying, ladies? You know, don't run around here getting jaded because you're worried about your eggs and shit. You better go and figure out how to put them on ice or something. I don't know what to tell you, but don't start like putting the pressure of that on us, because I don't have to worry about none of that stuff. So there is no time limit for me. So there's no rush for me, right? So I ain't trying to hear. The minute I start feeling like you in a hurry because you got to go find somebody else. Get somebody else to do it. You know what I'm saying? Get somebody else to do it. I'm not doing it. You know, you in a hurry because your ex, that's your problem. You in a hurry or you got a check sheet because of your previous traumas, that's your problem. You're not going to project that onto me. I did the healing I needed to do. Do you hear me on here giving y'all dating advice? Like tip 1, tip 2, tip 3. There is no way to trick a woman into being with you. That woman knows if she wants to be with you or not. If she decides to be with you, then, you know, whatever. She allowed herself to do that. You can't fool a woman into doing nothing she don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They can let whatever they want, allow them to do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? A check sheet or whatever. But you're not going to fool. Listen, most of the time we want bad boys. So if you're kind of a bad boy type, you can probably, you know, get what you need to get. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not in the art of trying to trick anybody into dating me. I want them to know who I am. I want them to know how I move, you know, and I believe that I believe all dating advice is narcissism. It's stupid. I mean, I can't stand looking at it. It's like, why are y'all? And I'll be looking at dudes going to different dating channels, getting advice from men and women. And it's just like, why are y'all, what are y'all doing, man? Like, do y'all put up a mirror to these people that are giving you the advice? Do you not care about the person you're getting the advice from at all? At all? I mean, I get ran through the ringer for, you know, whatever I do online, but my whole background is credible. You can look me up, you know what I'm saying? It don't make no difference to me, but y'all not gonna look these people up. It don't make no difference to you guys. You're just gonna take information from people that's regurgitated and packaged up differently. Hear that stuff, man. And even in the spiritual community, taking advice for, if that woman is not married, long-term or guy, why really take dating advice from them? I don't really give out dating advice. I just be like, what I'm not going to deal with. But, and guys like me, you know, but why are you taking dating advice from people that are single? Obviously, you don't know what you got. You don't know what you're doing. Why am I going to take advice from you? Unless you're a single woman wanting to stay single. Like, I'm a single man wanting to be single. I'll take advice from single people. But if I'm trying to find somebody, I'm not going to be trying to take advice from any spiritual person giving me some dating advice, and they're single and we don't know why they were single or why they took time off and needed to take time off and why it didn't work out with them. It's bullshit, man. There's people online talking to be talking, and everybody just want to hear and see somebody talk, so they just like post up stuff. A lot of stuff they say don't even make any sense, man. That's why I know I'm just going to be single for a while, at least until I get to Georgia and start walking around and meeting some women that's not on social media, because these social media chicks, man, I can't even mess with them like that, man. I can't even mess with them like that. I'm probably going to be getting me a regular chick, not on social media. Truth be told. But anyway, y'all, look, I can't run this up any longer. I appreciate y'all stopping through and listening to me ranting about this dating game right now. It's a disaster. But it is what it is. I'm working with it. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I appreciate everything you guys do. I appreciate the likes, the shares, and the comments. You guys are the reason why this channel is still going. You guys are the reason why I keep doing this. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Stay blessed.